Now, the FCT Command of Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps has arrested 51 suspected illegal miners and 3 suspected telecommunication mast vandals in this territory. The NSCDC FCT Commandant Olushola Odumosu briefed newsmen of their arrest at the command's headquarters, Wuse Zone 5, Abuja. Odumosu said that 3 vandalism suspects were apprehended by his men of Critical National Assets and Infrastructure Unit, following a tip-off of the dismantling activity at Giri area by the FCT Command Intelligence and undercover operatives. Also, he enlightened the public that before the decommissioning of any mast, an approval of such acts must be obtained from the NSCDC, being the lead agency in the protection of critical national assets and infrastructure in the country.
3 suspected vandals were caught in the act of vandalism, which is the dismantling of a communication mast. And this was uncovered by our men in the undercover unit of the Corps, somewhere around Giri Junction, along Gwagwalada Expressway in Abuja. The suspects were immediately rounded up after signal was sent to the command headquarters, and I quickly deployed my men of the anti-vandal units to effect the arrests. And this was effectively done, and the men were brought to the command headquarters here in Wuse Zone 5, Abuja, for interrogation and further questioning. You may wish to note that before the decommissioning of any communication mast in any part of the country, approval had to be obtained from the Corps, being the lead agency in the protection of critical national assets and infrastructure. However, the suspects in this case could not show any convincing evidence or approval obtained for the decommissioning of the said mast by the Corps. Neither do they have proper means of identification showing who they are and the company they worked for. In addition, in the course of our investigation, we also discovered that a certain businessman had already paid the sum of 4 million naira ahead of the dismantling of this mast, which raised our suspicion of a premeditated act of vandalism on the national assets and infrastructure.
Odumosu revealed that a certain businessman had already paid the sum of 4 million naira ahead for the dismantling, which raised suspicion as a premeditated act of vandalism. The commandant added that in a similar operation, 51 suspects were arrested in Gwagwalada area of the FCT for engaging in illegal mining activities.
Command Mines and Steel Units under the Critical National Asset and Infrastructure Department also over the weekend arrested 51 suspected illegal miners while on a routine monitoring of illegal mining sites and activities within the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. February, at about 2 p.m. at Old Gutunku axis of Gwagwalada in Gwagwalada Area Council of the FCT. They have been profiled, and we discovered that they are from different states ranging from Zamfara, Katsina, Niger, Gombe, Sokoto, and Kaduna states.
He said that after thoroughly investigating both cases, the suspects will be charged to court for further disciplinary action that will serve as deterrent to others. Exhibits recovered from the 54 suspects were dismantled metal mast parts, 5 pumping machines, unquantified amounts of substance alleged to be gold dust, pumping horses, 10 liters of fuel, shovels, diggers, and headpans.